how to buy airline tickets and which company to choose, hotel or apartment, which is better choice. Is it possible to go on a vacation in this region of Spain with a similar amount of money or maybe even less compared to similar destinations that we usually go on vacation? Don't forget to follow this channel and stay up to date with new tips and information that can help you plan your trip. You are on the Bole and Reisen channel, and in this video I will explain how to travel to Spain, Costa Brava. I will resolve all doubts, which apartments and hotels to consider, how to get to the hotel, what the beaches are like, where the shopping street is, and all that independently. During the video I will show all the costs. Ryanair clearly dominates with flights from English-speaking areas. Feel free to move the date left and right here to find a better price. It is easier to find cheap accommodation than a cheap flight. Keep in mind that Ryanair also charges for carry-on luggage, while companies such as British Airways and Lufthansa do not. So it is wise to think carefully before buying tickets and calculating everything. Best option from my city was with Lufthansa. There are even affordable options from the United States as well. For example, this one with the carry-on suitcase included. As always, I use Shuttle Direct for transportation to the hotel. The price of a return ticket per person is around 35 euros. I bought a one-way ticket because I plan to, when I return, I use public city transport. I thought that I would be tired when I arrived and rested when I returned, so I will explain both combinations in the course of this video. Immediately after exiting, you should contact representatives of the Shuttle Direct company, or from two as they are called here. They are found immediately to the right in the main hall. They will give you a ticket with all the information about which bus is leaving, what is the number, from which platform, and will explain how to get to the station which is opposite the exit. They are dressed in orange, so it is impossible to miss them. I recommend that you pay Shuttle Direct a week or two before the actual trip, maybe even earlier, because it may happen that there is no place and then you will have to pay more expensive transportation. As for public transport, ticket machines are available immediately after exit. Do not cross the street. These are the times when they depart. And of course you can switch to English. As far as I went, the ticket is 10.69 euros per person. I didn't see Lloret de Mar on this list, and I think these lines go mostly to Blanes. The shuttle runs directly to the hotel, while public transport has specific stops. But of course, Shuttle Direct runs to Lloret de Mar for about 35 euros per person. My shuttle got stuck in the traffic, so I traveled for hours. So you should be prepared for these situations as well. Offers 3 options: bed and breakfast, half board, and full board. I paid full board. The price at the beginning of the season is around 568 euros for full board. And in the season itself, the price is higher, 896 euros. August has a slightly lower price. In the post-season, of course, the prices are much more favorable. This hotel is big with many rooms. There are 3 swimming pools, 2 for adults and 1 for children. And umbrellas are taken separately. There is no charge, but they are a bit difficult to set up. I was not satisfied with the procedure, and I noticed that some guests struggled to set them up. The hotel offers various activities for the youngest. Craft workshops, competitions, sports championships, water activities, mini discos, and so on, even during the day. Meals at the hotel are plentiful, with 3 large-looking buffet tables. Note, coffee and drinks are included for breakfast only, while lunch and dinner are chargeable. However, I brought my own drinks and no one held anything against me. The food is really plentiful with a lot of choice. Each buffet table is sorted by type of food. There are also specialties on a separate side table. For example, one time they grilled burgers and the other time they grilled fish. There were also combinations that I didn't know existed. For example, watermelon in peas. Every meal was always hot and fresh. The dessert table always had interesting sweet treats, including fruit combinations. The ice cream was not the one I'm used to in other hotels. I get a scoop and dig in, but it was packed nicely in a box. In the main hall, a display with notifications about the parties held in the hotel bar has been installed. At the bar, you can order drinks at reasonable prices. It is always cheerful and lively, especially when there is an event on the program such as live music. The most interesting is certainly the Spanish evening, with a really impressive program that starts slowly, but as it goes on, becomes more and more lively.
Un forte applauso per i nostri artisti. Esperamos que hayan disfrutado del espectáculo. Gracias y hasta la próxima. Síganos en nuestras redes sociales.
To open the room, the card needs to be pushed in and taken out immediately. The bathroom is large with a large mirror. The hairdryer works, but it has an on-off switch down. The shower cabin is good, with hot water always available. Next to the bed, there is only one drawer and one socket. People wrote on Booking.com that the room does not have a refrigerator. There is air conditioning and easy to set up. And the terrace opens easily. The top one is the open button and the bottom one is the close button. A few friends asked me, what if I don't want to go to a hotel like you, but I want a self-catering apartment? First, you should check the self-catering option. This is an example of an apartment, and this is the price at the beginning of the season, and later this price increases. You can always find some affordable accommodation. And the most important thing is to be sure that the apartment has a kitchen. Groceries can be bought in markets at favorable prices, and the most favorable is, of course, Mercadona. Mercadona has its own application where you can see what is currently on sale. The market is excellent. I added here all the groceries needed for a family of 3 for about 7 or 8 days. Oils and spices, water and juices, snacks, chocolates, beers and wines, various types of meat, cheeses, salads, some frozen food, and of course, bread and yogurt. A big advantage is that you can save yourself a trip to the market and ask for delivery. Set the date and time, and for about €7, everything will be delivered. This free airport taxi sometimes appears. It didn't show up for me when I booked, and I don't know how it works. There are 2 large beaches in this city that are similar. You have to go under the railway line as it goes by the beaches. The nearest one to my hotel is 500 meters away. It can be reached by easy walking in 10 to 15 minutes. Costa Brava in translation means wild coast, and that's exactly what it is. Most of the beach is freestyle, and pubs with lounge chairs are rare and expensive. I think the deck chair and umbrella are charged separately, but I haven't looked into this. Next to the beach, there is a promenade that is active during the day and in the evening. The promenade, the shopping area, starts at the place where the Kalela sign is. Taverns already start there, and the pedestrian zone begins on the left. In the direction of the main church, which is smart to visit because of its impressive architecture. The immediate surroundings are the most active place in this street. Immediately after, the crowd gets bigger. There is also a shop selling local SIM cards right there. Here they offer only the Orange network, while at the airport they also offered the Vodafone option. In this street, I found what is always mandatory to buy when traveling, which are magnets, and they cost €1 each. Indeed, this street has everything you need for an evening stroll and shopping, and if you haven't had time to, for example, get your hair cut before your trip, you can do it here. According to my map, the shopping street is long, about 1 kilometer, maybe a little more, plus a couple of side streets. This roundabout conveniently marks the end of the pedestrian zone. I was on a well-deserved vacation and I didn't go to Barcelona, but at the main train station in this city you can buy train tickets. I was convinced that one of these stations was good for a tour of Barcelona, but I spoke with a worker of the railway transport company and he corrected me. He says to go to this station. Plaza de Catalunya. That would be somewhere here, and I think it's a good option. Bus number 603 to Barcelona Airport stops 2 streets down from my hotel. Tickets are bought from the driver and cost €10 and 69 cents. Since the ticket for direct shuttle, which drives to and from the hotel, are around €36, I haven't saved much and it might be wiser to pay direct shuttle. This timetable was a bit confusing for me too, so I relied on the internet. The first departure of this bus is around 4 in the morning and the last at 1940. From this I can conclude that these buses are not frequent, and you should calculate the arrival time at the airport well. Should be 2 hours early. And this bus goes through the center of Barcelona and takes approximately 2 hours. So, if my flight was at 3 o'clock, I should be there at 1 o'clock, so I should go at 10:24. While in direct shuttle, they calculate these times for you, and you will be told exactly what time to be ready, and the bus arrives in front of the hotel itself. What is the better option? Well, in my opinion, direct shuttle. And when I was leaving, the weather was cloudy. Some people decided to use it to get to Barcelona, so the bus was full. After those few stops in Barcelona, the bus emptied and we continued to the airport. The bus first stops at Terminal 2 and only then at Terminal 1. These terminals are not close and it is important not to miss them. If you accidentally miss terminal and you get off at the wrong terminal, there is a green bus that runs in circle, Terminal 1 to Terminal 2 and vice versa. I checked in quickly and of course I checked in everything I wanted to, including hand luggage. I was returning via Zurich. This airport has the best smoking room I have ever seen. After the security check, I received a message that my flight might be delayed and I might not make it to the next one. I didn't worry too much because I know that everything is always clear with Lufthansa. If I don't make it, I will go on the next possible flight. The summary is based on 2 people. As always, if you buy air tickets wisely, as I showed at the beginning of the video, then the prices would be like this. 2 plane tickets plus hotel. It would be approximately €794. As the season progresses, this would increase to around €1,000. While in the post-season could be €700. To this, of course, you should add transportation from to the hotel, which is €70. And an apartment for 2 people would cost €300 for 2 plane tickets. I will also add a 23-kilogram suitcase, that's another €60, and the apartment should not be as good as this one on the beach itself, and let it be €500. Groceries from Macedonia will be another €140, everything that is needed. And it will certainly be less. I'm the one who put everything in here, as you saw. That would cost around €1,000 total. Okay, and decent price. I hope I covered all possible solutions. If I didn't, then you didn't ask me. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my tips and information to help you plan summer holidays. Thanks for watching. Have a nice trip.